Yosemite wakes up my sense of place while I am here, but equally when I return home. When I camp in Yosemite with my sons, we enjoy testing the edges of our comfort. My young boys are now husky teens, and in 2 weeks we will return once again for a week of ritual bonding and emptying of our city's sensibilities. Yosemite teaches me to work with less, to know my intolerance, to embrace as well as comfort my fears, wounds, and limits. It is tempting to see Yosemite as Half Dome, as El Capitan, as Curry Village. It is a challenge to see beyond the falls, the rivers, the campgrounds, the meadows. It is sometimes hard to cope with the congestion and commercialization, let alone see through them. Yet Yosemite is a place where by seeing the abundant, the beauty of the minimal is called forth. Yosemite can be glimpsed through the imagery and experiences that are awakened, but the real gift is her power to let me hear both the song and the silence of nature, so that the difference between the immensity of Half Dome and a handful of leaves turning in a river eddy is reconciled, a mirror of the seeming weight I give my own life's events. From the lookout at Tunnel View, the valley looms in anticipation. Here, the sky still is large to the eye, the view accessible, like a postcard where the vast and insignificant play together as if posing for a portrait. They are not yet set into contrast. The Merced River embodies the etymology of Yosemite, a residual thread of an ancient glacier that receded, giving birth to this shock of abundance. Across the valley, seen from Glacier Point, she meanders a serpentine path. I begin to climb upriver along the Merced from Happy Isles. The riverbed is filled with reminders of storms that tumbled trees and overturned boulders. A feeling of power fuels a deep stillness beneath the roar of the rapids. I am drawn to tiny eddies tucked into the banks. Leaves dance in Zen patterns, safe harbored from the flow. Miniature waterfalls plummet down vertical faces, blending into the mainstream. It is a photographer's dream, and I carefully pick my way with camera, backpack, and tripod. From spring to summer, the Merced steadily rises as the high country snowpack melts. From summer to fall, the still, frigid waters recede, and the banks begin turning towards dryness, a spirit of renewal, an emptying of spring's affluence. Moss forms a second skin on trees gnarled by winter's harshness, lush green even in summer. Stones are cool to the touch in the hot sun, their granite cores moist. Vernal Falls explodes the atmosphere full of rainbows. The sun splays its signature across the sequestered canyon. The sky disappears behind the vaulting verticality. Pausing, I feel nature containing herself, stirring the hollow with mist and light patterns. Rainbows cluster beneath grass blades, at the river's edge, in the air. A slippery slickness greets every step. Nature makes no distinction. The mist blankets me as well. And when I cast an appreciative eye, I notice and become honest about the way she treats me with equivalence and indifference. Farther into the wilderness, Nevada Falls vaunts a hostile, inaccessible face, a deadly, smooth granite borderline between the valley and the high country. No rainbows live here, even though mist from the Merced swirls across the surface. Here, the river must be approached peripherally, with respect, from a distance. On top, a necklace of stone islands buffers access to the falls, belying imminent danger. Then she disappears back into the woods, her banks teeming with trees where bear, deer, and raccoon replenish. With each visit to Yosemite, I experience a descent into my own inner nature. I am drawn to the familiar places I have brought here with me, as well as to the parts of me I now discover, cul-de-sacs spun through the thoroughfare of my frantic life that are often neglected while dealing with urgencies at home. In writing this and in preparing for another trip to Yosemite, I am struck by my emerging vocabulary of place, of being part of this community, of being able to appreciate the gifts nature offers. These images mirror memory reflecting.